Well, good evening, everyone. It's Friday, and we had the 2018 Fiesta ST released today ahead of its debut at the 2017 Geneva Motor Show. Uh, Obviously, there have been some visual changes, but let's talk about the engine first, which I found really cool. There's a lot going on here. So we have a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost engine. So this is the first ever 3-cylinder in a Fiesta, and it's performance oriented, and it's really cool. So even more impressive is, a Fiesta is really the entry level for a performance car, and it's going to have 3 different drive modes, which is going to enable the engine, steering, and stability controls to be configured to normal, sport, and track mode. Drive modes will also affect the Fiesta's electronic sound control, ESE, how they call it, and there's going to be an active exhaust noise control valve. So, just think about the price point for this car, and all of that technology that I just listed, and I'm not even halfway through it. So they're packing a lot into this Fiesta, and they took a lot of time to refine everything. The engine also is going to feature cylinder deactivation. So I know Chevy did this years ago with some of their 8 cylinders, and would, at highway speeds they would only have 4 cylinders working. So this, on a 3-cylinder engine, to make it even more efficient, is going to cut out some of the other cylinders based on how fast and what gear you're in and everything, just to make it more efficient. There is going to be a 3-door, which is what we're showing here, and a 5-door option, but it just looks absolutely beautiful. So a little bit more on the engine. Again, 1.5 liter EcoBoost. It's going to have a new turbocharger with high pressure fuel injection and twin independent variable cam timing to deliver optimized performance and fuel efficiency. So the 3-cylinder architecture is going to again have high torque at a low RPM, and performance is further boosted by optimized turbine design to build boost pressure faster and minimize lag for a more responsive and fun driving experience. But there's also going to be a new combination of port fuel injection and high direct fuel injection technologies, which is going to deliver high power and responsiveness alongside with reduced CO2 emissions. So again, all good. It's going to be even more fuel efficient with better performance. The engine is also going to be all aluminum. Features an integrated exhaust manifold that improves efficiency by helping the engine reach optimal temperatures faster, and delivers torque more rapidly by minimizing the distance exhaust gases travel between cylinders in the turbocharger. Gas particulate filter technology that also reduces soot emissions will be featured. Let's go through the new drive modes. In normal mode, engine mapping, traction control, electronic stability control, exhaust, sound, electronic power assisted steering are configured to deliver natural responsiveness and a connected feel. In sport mode, engine mapping and throttle pedal response are sharpened, and EPAS settings are adjusted to deliver more feedback and finer control for fast road driving. The active noise control valve opens and is adjusted to intensify the sporty exhaust note and engine noise within the cabin. I can't get over how cool that is for, as cheap as this car is going to be, to have an active valve control. That's something you find on a BMW M3 or an M4 or something like that. It just kind of blows my mind. So, it blows my mind, and I just blew my load. So in track mode, all vehicle dynamic features are tuned to the fastest possible lap times. Traction control is totally disabled. ESC interventions are set to wide slip mode for hard circuit driving. But now let's get into the exterior, or just the visual upgrades of this car. And I just can't, what they've done is they've simplified it. They've rounded off some lines, they've got rid of some plastic, they made the grills bigger. Starting with the front end here, it almost has some RS features down toward the fog lights, those inner cuts. It just looks, it's more aggressive, but it's subtle. And also, the wheels. At first I looked at them, I was like, But after I looked at them for a little while, I fell in love with those things. They're 18-inch wheels which is massive for this little of a car. I can't believe they put 18s on it, but they did, and it just has such a clean, sleek look. The hood is nice to cut, and there's LEDs that outline around the entire headlight. I mean, it looks incredible. And now this is that blue color that Ford uses for cars like, the RS when they were launching it, the Ford GT. So it won't be released in this color. It's a prototype color. But it is just such, they just did one hell of a job, especially this side angle. The brake calipers are red. It looks like the car's even been lowered some in the front and in the rear. It has a nice stance to it. And the spoiler has this little uptick in the end, almost like a ducktail that they have on some Porsches. It's just beautifully integrated into the roof. And the 3-door looks great. I hope they bring that to the US because it looks beautiful. Back is, I think, maybe the biggest downfall of the car. It's pretty simple. But again, it's such a simple, small car that there's not a ton that you can do. And I think I can excuse that because the front and the wheels and all the other upgrades really make up for it. Now, the interior looks incredible. The screen is popped up kind of like they have on the Audi and Mercedes, and you can see that ST logo on the screen there is actually what you get in the version 2.2 upgrade of the Sync 3. You can get that image in your car. But one thing to note here is Ford has made the steering wheel thicker. You can see, I don't know if Ford's been watching my videos and seen me complain about that, but the steering wheel has the perfect thickness to it, and it has perforated leather all up and down the left and right side of it, and at the top and bottom it's just regular leather. And they even did a little bit more to highlight the ST logo. So, everything they've done that I can see so far is great. The Recaro seats have a little less bolstering. They're still heavily bolstered, but it looks like more livable. Has the ST logo in it, has the leather etching and Alcantara in the center. Alcantara is just the best because it keeps you, in a performance car, keeps that center part as grippy as possible. So that's really nice. Shifter has a big fat head on it. I bet if you had a girl in your car, she'd love to just sit right on that thing. And the back seats look nice, again with the Alcantara up the middle. And there's a shot from the sunroof, just with the top view of the seats. So, the back shot of the exhaust. But this car is it's beautiful. And the grille is here's an up close to the wheels. Awesome looking wheels. But the grille is another thing that looks really cool. So overall, I'm very happy with what they did with the Fiesta. I think it's a massive upgrade. It's going to continue them to push sales with this thing. 3-cylinder engine's awesome. Steering wheel's awesome. So I'm excited to see these rolling into the shops. It's probably going to be early 2018 when these come in, but making strides forward and continuing hot hatch dominance. So thank you for watching. Got plenty more content to come, and we will see you soon.